I stopped just within the doorway of the study. Father sat in Mother's chair, examining something in his lap.
Ah, there you are.
He looked up.
Come closer, Ella.
I glared at him, resenting the order. Then I took one step forward. It was the game I played with Mandy, obedience and defiance.
I asked you to come closer, Eleanor.
I came closer.
Not near enough. I won't bite you. I only want to get to know you a bit.
He walked to me and led me to a chair facing him.
Have you ever seen anything as splendid as this?
He passed me the object he'd had in his lap.
You can hold it. It's heavy for its size. Here.
I decided to drop it, since he liked it so much. But I glanced at it first, and then I couldn't. I held a porcelain castle no bigger than my 2 fists, with 6 wee towers, each ending in a miniature candle holder. And oh, strung between a window and each of 2 towers was a gossamer thread of china from which hung laundry, a man's hose, a robe, a baby's pinafore, all thin as a spider's web. And, painted in a window downstairs, a smiling maiden waved a silken scarf. It seemed to be silk, anyway. Father took it from me.
Close your eyes.
I heard him pull the heavy drapes shut. I watched through slitted eyes. I didn't trust him. He placed the castle on the mantel, put in candles, and lit them.
Open your eyes.
I ran to look closer. The castle was a sparkling wonderland. The flames drew pearly tints out of the white walls, and the windows glowed yellow gold, suggesting cheerful fires within. "Oh!" I said. Father opened the drapes and blew out the candles.
Lovely, isn't it?
I nodded. "Where did you get it?"
From the elves. An elf made it. They're marvelous potters. One of Aguilan's students made this. I've always wanted an Aguilan, but I haven't gotten any yet.
"Where will you put it?"
Where do you want me to put it, Ella?
"In a window."
Not in your room?
"In any room, but in a window. So it could wink out at everyone, inside and on the street." Father stared at me for a long moment.
I shall tell its buyer to place it in a window.
"You're going to sell it?"
I'm a merchant, Ella. I sell things.
For a minute he spoke to himself.
Perhaps I can pass this one off as a genuine Aguilan. Who could tell?
He came back to me.
Now you know who I am. Sir Peter, the merchant. But who are you?
A daughter who used to have a mother. He waved that aside.
But who is Ella?
A lass who doesn't wish to be interrogated. He was pleased.
You have courage to speak to me so.
He looked me over.
That's my chin.
He touched it, and I drew back.
Strong, determined. That's my nose. I hope you don't mind that the nostrils flare. My eyes, except yours are green. Most of your face belongs to me. I wonder how it will be on a woman when you grow up.
Why did he think it was fine to talk about me as though I were a portrait instead of a maiden?
What shall I do with you?
He asked himself. Why must you do something with me?
I can't leave you to grow up a cook's helper. You must be educated.
He changed the subject.
What do you think of Dame Olga's daughters?
They were not comforting, I said. Father laughed. Really laughed, head back, shoulders heaving. What was so funny? I disliked being laughed at. It made me want to say something nice about the loathsome Hattie and Olive. They meant well, I suppose. Father wiped tears from his eyes.
They didn't mean well. The older one is an unpleasant conniver like her mother, and the younger one is a simpleton. It never entered their heads to mean well.
His voice became thoughtful.
Dame Olga is titled and rich.
What did that have to do with anything?
Perhaps I should send you to finishing school with her daughters. You might learn how to walk like the slip of a thing you are, and not like a small elephant.
Finishing school? I'd have to leave Mandy. And they'd tell me what to do all the time, and I'd have to do it, whatever it was. They'd try to rid me of my clumsiness, but they wouldn't be able to. So they'd punish me, and I'd punish them back, and they'd punish me more. Why can't I just stay here?
I suppose you could be taught by a governess, if I could find someone.
I would much rather have a governess, Father. I would study very hard if I had a governess.
But not otherwise.
His eyebrows rose, but I could tell he was amused. He stood and went to the desk where Mother used to work out our household accounts.
You may go now. I have work to do.
I left. On my way out, I said, "Perhaps small elephants cannot be admitted to finishing school. Perhaps small elephants cannot be finished. Perhaps they—" I stopped. He was laughing again.